Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a 4-star puzzle from today's Hindu. Let's get started. Here you can see a T pattern of empty cells like this. And you see that on both the sides. So when you have such T patterns, it helps us a lot in solving the puzzle quickly. Let's see how. Now here you can see 4 in column 3 which blocks these 3 cells. So 4 goes in these 2 cells, either in E1 or E2. Now this 4 blocks these 3 cells here. That means 4 will be in one of these cells, that is D7 or F7. Now similarly you have here 9 which blocks these 2 cells here, and there is a 9 here in H row which blocks these 2 cells. So 9 goes in one of these 2 cells. Fine. Now you can see 8 and 9 here. That means in column 7, you cannot have 8 and 9 in these blocks. And you have 8 and 9 here in H row. That means in column 7, 8 and 9 cannot be in this cell. So now 8 and 9 has to be in one of these 3 cells only. So let me add it here. So now this is a 4, 8, 9 triplet, right? So in this block, these 3 cells take 4, 8 and 9. That leaves with only 2 missing numbers. The missing numbers are 1 and 6. There is a 1 here in column 8. So E8 takes 6 and E9 takes 1. Let's try to fill column 7. There is 1 in column 8 and a 1 in column 9, which blocks these 2 columns. So H7 takes 1. Now in 7th column there are only 3 missing numbers, and the missing numbers are 2, 6 and 7. There is a 2 and 7 in row B which blocks here. So B7 takes 6 and 2, 7 pair goes in these 2 cells. There is a 3 here in column 9 which blocks these 2 cells. So 3 goes in C8. Now in this in this third block, the missing numbers are 4 and 5. There is a 4 here in A row which blocks here. So A9 takes 5 and B9 takes 4. In column 9, there are 2 missing numbers, 2 and 6. There is a 2 here in G row and a 6 in I row. So G9 takes 6 and I9 takes 2. There is a 2 and 6 in B row which blocks these 2 cells. And there is a 2 and 6 in column 1 which blocks these 2 cells. So A2 and C2 can take 2 and 6. There is a 6 here in A row blocking this cell. So A2 takes 2 and C2 takes 6. Now let's try to fill column 2. There are only 3 missing numbers. You have 8 blocking this cell and 8 here in B row blocking this cell. So E2 is the only cell where 8 can be. Now in column 2 there are only 2 missing numbers, 3 and 4. There is a 4 here in block 1 which blocks this cell. So B2 takes 3 and G2 takes 4. So because of this 8, the E7 becomes 9 now. We can cancel out this 9 also. Fine. Now 4 in the third column blocks these 3 cells. So E1 takes 4. Now in this fourth block there are only 3 missing numbers, that is 2, 3 and 9. That means these 3 cells will take 2, 3, 9 triplet. Using this triplet we can fill the column 3. In column 3 now there are only 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 2 is here, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 and 7 are missing and 8 is also missing. 9 is here. So 1, 6, 7, 8 is missing in column 3. If you analyze, you have 6, 8 and 7 blocking this cell. So B3 takes 1 and 6, 7, 8 will go in these 3 cells. You have 6 and 8 blocking this cell. So G3 takes 7. Now the missing numbers are 6 and 8. I3 takes 8 and H3 takes 6. So in 7th block, the missing numbers are 1 and 3. There is a 1 here in H row and 3 in I row. So H1 takes 3 and I1 takes 1. Now the missing numbers in the first column are 8 and 9. There is a 9 here in C row blocking here. So C1 takes 8 and A1 takes 9. Now because of this 2 here, A7 becomes 7 and C7 becomes 2. In B row, the missing numbers are 5 and 9. There is a 5 blocking here. So B6 takes 9 and B5 takes 5. In A row, the missing numbers are 3 and 8. There is a 8 here in column 4. So A4 takes 3 and A5 takes 8. Now the missing numbers in C row are 1 and 7. Let's mark it as 1, 7 pair. In column 8, there are 3 missing numbers 4, 9 and 7. There is 4 and 7 in G row. So G8 takes 9 and rest of these 2 cells take 4, 7 pair. Similarly, in I row, the missing numbers are again 4, 9 and 7. You have 4 and 9 blocking here. So I6 takes 7, which cancels out the 7 here. So I8 becomes 4 and H8 becomes 7. Now I5 takes 9. In H row, the missing numbers are 2 and 4. The missing numbers are 2 and 4. There is a 2 here in column 4. So H4 takes 4 and H5 takes 2. Now the missing numbers here in this block are 1 and 3. Let's mark it with 1, 3 pair. Let's try to fill the central block. There is a 6 here in B row and a 6 here in E row, which blocks these 2 rows. There is a 6 in column 6 and there is a 6 here in column 4, which blocks these two columns. So 6 goes in E5, sorry, in F5. There is 5 and 7, which blocks these three cells. There is a 5 and 7, which blocks these two cells, and there is a 5 and 7, which blocks these three cells. So 5 and 7 goes here in E4 and E5. There is a 5 here. So E5 takes 7 and E4 takes 5. This 7 cancels out the 7 here. So C5 becomes 1 and C4 takes 7. This one cancels out the 1 here. So G5 becomes 3 and G6 becomes 1. So this one blocks here, this one blocks here. There is a 1 here. So D4 takes 1. This 4 blocks here, and this 4 blocks here. So D5 takes 4. So this 4 cancels out the 4 here. So D7 becomes 8 and F7 becomes 4. So this 8 blocks here, this 8 blocks here. There is a 8 here. So F6 takes 8. There is a 3 in fourth column and a 3 in D row here, which blocks this cell and this cell. So E6 takes 3. Now the missing numbers are 2 and 9. Fine, there is a 9 here blocking. So D6 takes 2 and F4 takes 9. Now we already know that this is a 2, 3, 9 triplet. So there is a 2 and 3 in D row. So the only missing number in D row is 9. The only missing number in E row is 2, and F row is missing 3. And the puzzle is solved.